Hey everyone, this is Blackbinder, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Tales of Maj'eyal with the Necromancer on Insane Difficulty. We are right now trying to establish a portal to go back to the east from the west. You don't actually need to do that. If you held on to the Orb of Many Ways, you can just use this portal again, but it's a convenience thing. Alright. Wind-worn shot, those are decent if you find them early on. But, let's see. Where's my Orb of Many Ways? Oh, yeah, that's right. You gotta hold on to it. I gave it to the other dude. Lots of saving. Saving is what takes a ton of time. Alright, we are down to 7 souls. I don't know if that was because of Majeyal shield though, so we'll continue testing. I still haven't decided where I want my last 5 points to go. We'll go talk to you. Now we need to go kill the Shade of Tilos. He can be pretty difficult if you don't have any kind of dispersion or dissipation, but you should at this point, honestly. You just pretty much always have to earmark one of your inscription slots for Rune of Dissipation, unless you're one of the few classes who gets it naturally. Like you can get away with it on with Entropy on a Paradox Mage, or Combo Kick on a Brawler, or the same spell on an Archmage. Dispel Magic. We are actually we have Relentless Pursuit now, so we can actually, whenever we have a crap ton of debuffs, we can basically reset that. What are we at? Still at 6 souls. I think that was because I left River of Souls running, though. Alright, we need to get back because he is looks like he's some type of archer, so what we'll do is back around the corner and River of Souls. This is a servant worm that walks, so it's not nearly as dangerous. Let's torture some souls here, or just the one that we can see. Oh wow, he was either durable or had a very nice shield on, because he did not want to go down. I most likely won't be making any videos tomorrow, and probably not the day after either, because we're about ready to get 10 inches of snow. So I'm basically going to have to do 2 rounds of snow removal, one tomorrow and then another one the next day, and each one's going to take about 12 hours, so probably a little longer. Hopefully some people just don't call me. Like if everybody called me, it would be around 50, but I had like 5 cancellations last time, so I'm hoping I have the same amount of cancellations. I just have a problem saying no, because people ask, and I've got cheap prices, so like my regulars ask me, and I hate saying no to anyone. Alright, Anagram the Voratune Longsword. Cause a target to have a 10% chance to fail spellcasting and 10% chance to lose a magical sustain each turn, stacking up to 50%. Oh yeah, also anti-magic. But you can't get the Dissipation rune if you're anti-magic anyway, so not that great, honestly. Alright, we're going to do River of Souls. Holy cow. We need to get out of here. Let's cast another shield, then teleport down here. That way our River of Souls is still actually hitting everyone. And now we'll turn it off and move. I wish it didn't take a turn to turn off River of Souls. Is that where we came out of? It is. I don't remember. It must have auto-rested. I don't remember coming down here. Maybe we got pulled. Let's rigor mortis him to slow him down. Ouch. Consume soul. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Relentless pursuit. I'm going to teleport over here and try to leave. Yeah, there we go. Because we were running out of spells, or defensive spells, and if the other people knew I was there, so they were going to come get me. Alright, I'm curious if this will work. River of Souls, right next to us, which will be big enough. It should still hit him. Nope, it turns off when I leave the zone. That's unfortunate. Because I could have, since the projectiles come with me, I figured it would, but it did not. Alright, I want to Bane him first thing. Dispel him, no. Luckily, he's a caster / melee person, so that should take a little bit of the edge off. Son of a gun. I'm going to Impending Doom him. I imagine, with Daunting Presence, that means he does have recovery. Now, he just put up Hurricane, and with my shades out, that is potentially dangerous. So we need, even though it's only going to remove Hurricane, I am going to dissipate him. And now he's got Tempest. Tempest is just the... Alright. Your lightning and chain lightning spells also gain a 117% chance to daze. So he should be able to daze us, right? Because not only are we wet, it halves our stun resistance. Yeah. And then also it's got a 117% chance to do it. So let's rigor mortis him to slow him down. Man, that guy could have been a character killer if he wasn't half melee. To touch or not touch the Forge Giant, that is the question. In my experience, it's best not to touch giants. Without consent. That was from Yo Pookie. Whoops. Shoot around the corner. There we go. Now, did that random boss drop a good staff? I guess we'll find out. This is a Newsmancer, but look how easily we're blasting through him. Like, our damage is pretty decent right now. I think we have a little bit easier time of it, though, because all of our stuff's AoE. Are we casting that? What is that? Oh, it's Heimal Shield. Okay. That's cool. Hello, Dex Reese. He knows who I am, even though my name's Fred Surdy in game. Dex Reese, you're on video. Alright, so let me check this out real quick. Anytime... When it absorbs damage, okay. That little projectile is crappy damage, but it's any time that we take damage. It spits something back. If you saw that, my River of Soul hit for 1,000. I love getting over 1,000. Like, it's funny though. This guy's damage is pretty decent, and what kind of puts him above normal is that a lot of it is you set it and forget it, like River of Souls and my Banes and Spikes of Decrepitude, but he's just not getting anywhere near what my Corruptor could do. Here we go. Here's when I talk about itemization, where you can find it in different places. This is a good example of it. There's 20 armor on this ring, so basically, we're trading the armor that we would have gotten on a robe, and we're going to get it from somewhere else. Like a ring. This has 20 armor, so normally you'd get it on a robe, but you can get it from other places. And the amount of stats that you get on a robe, not this one, it's pretty... I'm using it just for the on-hit things, really. But with other robes, like, you just get so much resist all, and you can get a lot of damage and a lot of resistances. Not just resist all, I mean, you can actually get resistances on top of that. You get so many on there, you can kind of forget about them on other equipment pieces. So I know some people still think, heavy armor is better, and it might be, but I think if you actually went through and you'd have to do like a spreadsheet of what stats you can get on what pieces of armor to see if it is actually better or at least close to the same. But I think that there's just too many stats you can find on robes now that it really is worth it to at least take them into consideration. But this ring, other than 36% light, it's got 18% darkness damage as well. Decent resistances. Pinning immunity is good. Knockback immunity I don't care about, or disarm immunity. Maximum life is not very much. So 18% darkness damage, 36% light resistance, and 20 armor. No. It is that ring is most likely better than this one. But I like that Darkfire proc. Alright, let's see if there's any truly good staves here. Here's a short one. 30%, nope. 30% damage and 25 spell power, but crappy crit. Shadowbane, it's 15% darkness penetration, but 48 strength, which we will most likely not get. We could save items to switch it out, but I don't want to. Hold on. Yeah, I'm nearing. Chuck O'Death asked if we're playing the Necromancer, and I said, "Hey Chuck, yeah, I'm nearing the end. Just Pride's left." Okay. I shouldn't have moved. That was stupid. I'm gonna bane this guy. Get rid of that guy's... no. I'm just gonna ignore him. He's a corruptor, though. That's probably stupid. I'm gonna River of Souls right here. He battle called me. That actually, I think maybe... as long as I don't need to leave, that was helpful. It kept me away. Let's go ahead and torture souls. That was dumb. I should have cast it right here, and it would have went off immediately. I'm not reading that. I don't know if he meant it in a gross way, but it sounds gross. Morgor, that's one of my favorite swords. It's not, well, sort of. It's, I was going to say it's not the best damage-wise, but honestly it could be. Depends on if you are able to use Forgery of Haze on it effectively, then it probably is the best one. Mage Staff, no. Morgor, Death Build. I thought I already got that one. This one's really good for, well, pretty much everybody. The reason why is increases all damage dealt and reduces all damage taken by 1%, stacking up to 10 times, resets after 10 turns without attacking. So that happens every hit. And Lifesteal, this weapon only, plus 5%. Yeah, it's just amazing. But I think it came with the Embers of Rage one, and it's for Demonologists or a two-handed Demonologist or mostly Doombringer. But honestly, I would use it on anyone. Well, anyone that can use two-handed weapons. Morgor, if you don't know, you can steal enemy abilities with it. And Elder Vampires will drop Forgery of Haze. Forgery of Haze creates a... Actually, we used to have Forgery of Haze, but we don't have it anymore. It's used to be a Necromancer spell, but I don't think we have it anymore. It copied you, and your clone would do things that you did at a like less damage, but not like crazily less damage. I think like 60%. And then, but anyway, you can get that like on, if you are cursed and how mobile cursed are and with their blind side and everything like that, a like even though it was only like 6 turns, they could basically stay on target for a lot of those turns. But honestly, they could also completely screw it up and never attack what you wanted to. But one of the times I had Morgor on my either Shadowblade or Rogue, I don't remember for certain, and I just destroyed the final bosses with it. It was crazy. Let me make sure. I don't want to ignore anybody talking to me, but I can't. It's hard to read all the chat. So if I miss something anybody said, I'm sorry. Blame all the loot. It takes forever to go through sometimes. Who is shooting at me? Let me rest. Okay, alright, we're good now. Siluin the Ebony Fiend. That, no comment. 12% darkness damage, 21% darkness resistance. No, it's close, but not good enough. The reason why it's close is because the resistance cap 6% all. I like that. It's hard to raise your resistance cap. Lich used to be one of the ways that you could, but I don't know that. Yeah, I don't think that you actually do now anymore. All right, Shade of Tilos. He does not have Utter Cold on yet, so I'm not gonna dispel him. I'm surprised that he just cast it. He must not start with it anymore because it was such an issue, but it's basically my Eternal Night. Increases all your cold damage by 21.4% and ignores 58% of cold resistance. And it also lets him pierce through 100 of the ice blocks that he makes. So basically he'd freeze you and then he could shoot through that ice block. So if you couldn't clear it, you were screwed. But that's secondary. His ice damage would just kill you. Like the freeze would hit you for 700 damage out of nowhere. Alright. Inverted and reverted probabilistic fields. It's among the worst of debuff managing prodigies. Unbreakable Will. Yeah, I'd say so. Unbreakable Will is because you can't... Where is it? Come on, where is it? Your will is so strong that you simply ignore mental effects used against you. This effect can only happen once every 5 turns. Who's to say what mental effect? You'd really only ever want it to hit confusion. Oop, I thought I died there. And there's no way you can like force it to get rid of the confusion or target the confusion. He's dominated. And I missed. Awesome. So yeah, the reason why is because it's not reliable. It's not going to reliably get rid of the one that you want. Alright, I'm going to summon a dude right in front of him to eat those 2 hits. I am really liking River of Souls now. Now that I actually have decent amounts of souls due to my equipment and then more points into Animus. Let's go ahead and shield. Since they broke through my other one. And we're going to disperse magic on this guy. Dispel magic. I just need to start calling it dispel magic. Dispersion and dissipation. Too hard to say. I've gone Draconic Will a few times. Was wondering if there was a trick to Unbreakable Will that I wasn't aware of. Now I know there isn't. Ambiel. Yeah, just some prodigies, they're more for flavor than anything else. Like, they are useful, but there are clearly better options, which is fine. It doesn't have to be, like, I like trying weird builds every once in a while, like Radiance, Paladin, and stuff like that. Every choice doesn't have to be the best, if that makes any sense. Getting a lot of short staffs, unfortunately. None that we want. Tilos' staff bottom. Okay. This says it's a staff, but really it's actually, I wonder if they changed it. No, we can still wear it. It's basically a dagger. It says type weapon staff, but you can use it in your offhand. But the issue is you can't change its element. So what its stats are what they stay at. Gives you 8% crit, 20% cold and acid, 4 magic, critical multiplier 20%, confusion immunity 20%, and 50 mana. So, I wonder if that is actually better than this. %, darkness. So basically, we're switching 20% darkness and 15 armor for more critical multiplier, spell crit, and 20% cold. So yeah, that is better. Fortunately for you, Mr. Ungolmar. I wish the Ungolmar just had a blanket convert damage to 20% of your damage to darkness. That would be really good for our build. Then we could focus more heavily on darkness, which I think we are anyway. Here's Malselect the Accursed Hat. Malselect the Accursed Hat. Basically, talent on hit, mind power, hateful whisper, talent on hit, spell agony. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Yeah, towards the top. Damage, 30% chance of gloom effects. This hat completely, pretty much negates all of the gloom tree except for sanctuary. Because you'll have more attack speed. Gloom only happens once every turn, and it's a low % chance. This already has a higher % chance, and you can attack quicker than once per turn. So and you could have 2 weapons too, so even more. So this basically gets rid of the need. So long as you can get this, or you're willing to give up your helmet slot, then you can save points by not going into gloom at all, except for sanctuary, obviously. Although I am looking at this, it's got 10 spell power. That's crap, but it gives us 10% darkness damage and talent on hit, spell agony. So I'm going to use it. I think we can get rid of 120 life. It's obviously not the better choice. Well, it's not the better choice defense-wise. Oh, god damn it. Did you see that? Oh, man. I put all my taint items in chat, and this is like one of the best ones. Taint Ripper. The Drakeskin leather gloves. Son of a bitch. Missed opportunity right there. Oh, well. Alright, I think we are good with Highmaul Shield. So let's go through the whole tree and see what we actually want to use on it. Desolate Waste. Every time your shield loses 25% of its original value, a circle of Desolate Waste will spawn under you, lasting 6 turns and dealing 26 cold damage per turn to foes within radius 3. Goes up to 54 damage, radius 6, so the damage is never going to be amazing. If a creature is hit by your Highmaul Shield's Retribution Bolt while on the waste, so decently likely, but not 100%. The shield feeds off the wasteland to regenerate 2.3% of its original value. The shield's value. No more than 4 Desolate Wastes can trigger per shield activation. Basically per fight, maybe? Not sure what they mean by shield activation because it's a sustain. Do I have to turn the sustain off and then turn it back on? I don't know. But it goes up to 5% of the original value, which would be, at max, it would be 25. So not great, but every once in a while it's a 25% damage reduction, pretty much. Or 25 damage reduction, flat damage reduction, plus per target that it's hitting. Your Desolate Wastes are now rapidly crumbling. Any foe moving through them is likely to get cut, taking 64 up to 135 cold damage and bleeding over 4 turns, stacking while reducing its movement speed by 15%. Not bad. I guess 6 radius is okay. So these two should be happening I'd say probably 40%, 50% of the time at least, right? Your Highmaul Shield is stronger, taking 10% less damage from all attacks when under 1 life. It is increased to 33% at max. Alright, so all we're really going to do is Max out High Maul Shield, 60. The diminishing returns really didn't hit it too hard, so I'm okay with that. Do I want to... Okay, let's go ahead and get one more, our final point into Call of the Crypt, to get one more skeleton that we can control at all times. So we're up to 5 now, not counting our mages and archers. So we should be able to have 1, 2, 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Huh. Oh well. I thought the mages and archers were supposed to be free, but I guess not. Let's go talk to this bastard over here who's going to betray us. Whoops. All right. Basically, he doesn't want to give up the orb, and he thinks he can spy on the demons. We are now at that critical mass point where we can just melee a bone giant casually and kill him. Critical mass of stats. All right, open it from the side because there are guys in here that can cast, and some of them are lightning, so it is possible for them to do a decent amount of damage. Same thing for the dragon room up here. This one, I think we can just cast into the room. We should be okay, right? I never know where they spawn in here because it seems like I can never hit them until I go in. It's almost like they don't spawn until I enter the room. But got him. These guys will attack each other. If you're really having issues, you can just kind of go around the corner and they'll, at least some of the little ones will die. Restorative Voratune Boots of Crushing, or Rushing. No, we don't want any of that. We are a Lich. We don't care about air. We are pinned, so let's get rid of it. We're just letting our spikes kill a bunch of stuff. I need to be careful though, because if I have a habit of moving too quickly when I'm meleeing. And 2 turns next to something that can hit me is gonna be is gonna hurt. This place is such a pain. Traps and enemies that are teleporting around. Like that guy just did. That's right, he's cold resistant. That's why I didn't die in one shot. They one-shot me around a corner last time I summoned her at max power. It's her meteoric crash chassis. It's better if you're a dwarf. It's the bizarre contraption. Alright, we got a possible staff. Nope, they're both two-handed. But let's look at it anyway. No, it's crap. 14% darkness damage. Actually, you know what I need to do is, when I teleport out of here, I need to see how much that agony is doing. Agony is... it does damage over time, but I'm okay with that, because on the harder enemies it will actually do something. On the easy guys that are dying in one shot, I mean, my other talent on hit spells aren't doing much either, so it's hard to gauge their usefulness on easy to kill mobs. Okay, let's go ahead and we need a shield again because this guy took ours away. Fiery Hands, he is a Arcane Blade. Let's, you know what? Arcane Blade, Mind Slayer, and looks like I can hear him doing Nether Blast, so he must also be a Cultist of Entropy, or maybe his weapon just has Nether Blast on it. But I don't think so. I think that can only happen if they're in the, like, from the tentacles. The Blight Spawn Ego, you can only get it off the tentacle trees. Which is unfortunate because, hold on just a second. Alright, someone is at the door. They'll just have to come in on their own. If I know them. What was I saying? But yeah, it's unfortunate that the Blight Spawn, you can't get it normally because it's really nice. And as a caster, it's difficult to do those. Because it's a whole zone full of Oozemancers, basically. And you get dropped in there in the middle. It's usually right in the middle of people. And then on top of that, gastric juices flow or whatever, which basically increases the debuffs that you have on you and then gets rid of the debuffs on the enemies, if I remember right. Alright, this guy's got agony on it, but I can't see him. Where is he? Come on. I cannot see him. Oh well. Need to get out of here because that's starting to hurt us. Need to teleport further because I can't move. Let's go ahead and throw something down in there. Okay. Here he is back. Put his chant of resistance back up, so I'm going to get rid of it. He's a Duathlden. I don't know how to actually say that, but... And, oh, here we go. And an Orc Necromancer, unique. God, I swear, the uniques are harder than the damn Rand bosses sometimes. Or it seems more often than not. Alright, let's Rigor Mortis just to take him out. There we go. Ooh, weakness disease from my shadow hit for 88. And that's a disease, so it lasts quite a while. It's a decent amount of damage. You know what? Let's actually, now that we're higher level, or we have it at a higher level, let's check out what they actually do for damage. Virulent disease, 59 blight damage per turn for 6 turns, so that's not bad. It also lowers one of their stats. Shadow Invoke Darkness does 187, not bad. And bathes the target in flames, doing 271. Nice. Shadow Cold Touch does flame damage. What? This is a rough last level. It's usually not this difficult. Okay. Ooh, here we go. Raggy Rand. No, it's not very good. He does have a lot of spell power and spell crit, but the damage is just normal. The damage is what I have on mine, basically, 30%. Spectral Blade, no. I've never actually found a use for that. 41 physical power on this. That's not bad. Oh, it's a two-hander though. Kind of low base power for a two-hander. Fire Obeisance. That's anti-magic, so we can't use it. Here we go. A Randart Rod. What does it do? Nothing for us. Decent. It's in 446 AoE shield. That's not bad. It's got a increase the duration of 3 beneficial effects by 3. That could be powerful. But I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I would want to use it for this guy. Alright. He usually spawns up there, and I think pretty much every time. He should be close enough now to hit him. Let's get rid of his buffs. There we go. Do you have... No, he doesn't. I was hoping he had agony on him, but he does not. Or maybe he did and he cleared it. That guy's usually pretty hard to kill. Demon orders. The demons were spying on him. He thought he was spying on them, but it was... They knew. Alright, let's get in here. Lost Staff of Archmage Turelion. Let's check it out, at least. But I don't think we are going to use it. Cold damage, silence immunity, mana when firing critical spells, spell power 40 and 25% crit chance. That's good. But it's for an Archmage, not for me. Robe of the Archmage. Good resistances. Good damage. 12% damage all. But only 15 spell power. So yeah, ours is about the same. But about the same even without the talent on hit spells. So alright, that's where we are for now. We're gonna start doing the prides next time. So this is where we're gonna end it for now. Why can't I move? Huh. It's weird. Oh well, we'll figure it out. So I'll be back here in a little bit. If you see anything you like, leave a comment, subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Take it easy.